Welcome, my name is Prakhar and in this video we will talk about the Angular components. So, what is Angular component? Let's take an example to understand that. Let's consider these blocks as components. Each block has unique styling and property, and these blocks can be combined together to create a beautiful structure. Now let's understand the structure of the component. Every component consists of a template file, which is a HTML file, a CSS, which is used for styling, and a TypeScript file, which is used to add the logic to the component. And we can create this component by two ways, either by typing whole sentence like ng generate component then component name, or by just typing ng-gc component name. So now we will change our side nav and toolbar from previous videos into components. So in this video, I will create only one component and add side nav and toolbar to it. But in the next video, I will teach you about the services through which we can use the side nav and toolbar from two separate components. So in command prompt window under our Angular project folder, I will type ng generate component, then component name will be side nav hyphen toolbar and press enter. Wait for a few seconds. So now our component is created. Back in the editor, so if you can see in the left side we have our component side nav toolbar. Let's expand this side nav toolbar and expand this window to see the extensions. So we can see that we have HTML file, CSS file and TypeScript file for that component. And if we open our app.module.js file, then we can see that our side nav toolbar component is already declared and imported inside it. Now let's start working on our component. Open the app.component.html file and press Ctrl A to select all the data and Ctrl C to copy it. Now go to HTML file of new component, remove all existing data and paste copied data from app.component.html file. Similarly, go to app.component.scss file, select all the data, copy it. Now go to side nav toolbar component.scss file and paste that data. Also, we have to remove all the data which we copied from these files. So open app.component.scss, remove all the data, and similarly remove all the data from app.component.html file. So now we have to set up the TypeScript file of our component. So let's open the app.component.ts and inside of it let's copy all the data inside our class. Let's copy it. Open the TypeScript file of the new component, remove the constructor and paste the copied data. So now our new component has been set up, and also we have to remove the data from the app.component from ts file. So let's open it, remove all the data except the title. Okay, so let's go back to the TypeScript file of the new component, open it. Above you can find the selector. The selector is a kind of reference which can be used to access this component inside the other component. So open the app.component.html and inside the angle bracket we will paste this selector and also close this tag. And so let's save all the files now. Okay, let me check it's compiled or not. So okay, it's compiled. Now let's open our browser, let it reload. Okay, so we can see that our component is working because we only use the selector in our app.component.html file. So that's it. So stay tuned for the next video where I will teach you about the services. Thank you.